Alright, hello again everybody and welcome to another episode. It's been a while since I've had a chance to play, so you'll see that my Digimon on the farm island have almost fully leveled up here. So we'll see where we can take them to now. I think we should de-digivolve back to Gold Numamon. And I am using a new mic, so forgive me if it sounds a little different. Now for Ophanimon, let's go back to Angelomon. And then for Verodurumon, maybe let's go down to Garudamon. Yeah, these seem reachable. And then Infirmon. Oh, here's one that we haven't discovered yet. Venom Myotismon. Nice. Then Okuamon can turn into this new one. Wow. Hercules Kabuterimon. Nice. Giga Blaster. I'm actually not grossed out by this one. Maybe because of the color. He still has one more Digivolution. I wonder if we'd be close to reaching that. Pretty low on attack. Maybe we need to raise attack in the farm island. Alright, Frigimon has a couple. Let's check this out. Very nice. Cressamon? Like crescent? Very cool. I don't remember this one. Lunatic Dance. And Cressamon has some other ones. One thing that I want to point out though is that as Frigimon I noticed that he had a very high attack and he could still turn into Angelomon. So I wonder if I had gone down that path and digivolved Frigimon into Angelomon, maybe it would have had a high enough attack to go into one of these guys, where the attack requirement is so high. Because this particular Angelomon has really low attack, and I think it's because I had been raising intelligence, because I was trying to reach something else. So, just a thought. As for Numa, I think I should go back down to... Let's see, let's go to Hagurumon. I believe that Hagurumon had other Digivolutions. Yeah, like Clockmon, Starmon. Yep, we should be able to reach those. Now for Numa, he's gotta go back down to Vademon. And the last one, Piedmon. 99 or higher with ABI 120. Okay. So, ABI is needed. Let's go into the farm island. So off camera, I went to farm expansion and it increased my rank to 3. I don't know what else that did, so I will just have to read up on that. But I want to train them to raise attack, but to do that I need to change the leader. I think it's to fighter. I'm pretty sure. I also got some messages off camera. Okuamon, about time to get some new farm goods in here, huh? I want to get stronger, you know? Yeah, okay, I'll think about it. Arata, thank you for your work on this case and for stopping Nishino with me. Is Mareep feeling better? I think that's it. Off camera I also came to the job board here and did the Not a Flower Person case. It wasn't too bad. It was a really short dungeon and there was a Lilymon at the end. That was pretty much it. So now I want to do Ryota's Youth. So like I said in my last video, I think the different colors of the different pins mean different things. I'm not sure exactly what, but everything except red seems to be side quests. So the next two main cases that I have are this one for Nakano Underground, that's difficult 3, and then Ryota's Youth. So why don't we just do that one? Ryota, oh, you took my case, thanks. Still, that woman you work with, Kyoko, is that her name? Yeah, she's kinda weird. When I went into the office to submit my request, she said something weird. I'm getting a nasty vibe coming from you. And she even said it's like the detestable aura of a male pursuing a female. I mean, what the hell is that about? Sigh. You try and send in a serious request and this is what you get. But Kyoko is really pretty and she seems like a nice person. When I was in the office, she asked me if I wanted some fresh coffee, but I said I didn't have the time. You just avoided something. You don't even realize it. Oh yeah, the case, I forgot. To be honest, I need money at the moment. I'd like to try to find a part-time job so I can pick up a little extra spending money. Question mark? Huh? Ah, right, I need to pay a fee if I'm sending an official request to a detective agency. So could you please try to find a nice cushy job that will make up for the fee as soon as you can? And anyway, if it's a job in Eden, you and that girl would know a lot about it, right? Question mark? Yeah, that's right. What I'm looking for is a part-time job in Eden. Those are usually the easiest ones. Please find me 3 options to choose from for a part-time job in Eden. I don't mind if they are a little shady. I really need the money, I'm begging you. Let's discuss it once we get back to the office. He wants us to look for a part-time job for him in Eden? That's a pretty easy request, Kyoko. At the same time, I'd say it's a good case for you to handle as my assistant. He'll accept a nice, well-paid part-time job, and it's okay if it's a little shady. Looking for a job like that here in Nakano shouldn't be too hard. I'm sure if we quietly ask some of those kind of people here in Nakano, we'll find something for him. I've heard of cushy, shady jobs quite close to here. ... All the same, if he needs money urgently, I wonder what he needs it for. Probably to buy records for that girl he likes. Anyway, I think this is really gonna have us look all over Nakano Broadway for a part-time job for this guy. Well, here's one. Dodgy Realtor. You can work in Eden and it's a nice, easy part-time job. If you like, I can give you a private introduction for the job. In the business, it's called room laundering. One way or another, people die. You just have to live in one of these so-called rooms with a shady history for 3 months. If you do, we can cover up what happened in the room. You might be able to see that which is normally unseen, become possessed by regretful things. If you aren't squeamish, it's quite an easy job. If you want, I can give you an introduction, but please don't talk to anyone else about this. Alright, that's one. What else we got? Harata. Yeah, I'm right as rain now. I'm glad there aren't any injuries. Haha. Occult magazine editor. Ha 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 ha. So, you want to earn a quick buck in Eden now, do you? Alright then, I'll introduce you for the job. It's so easy, anyone could do it. I want you to take pictures of ghosts in Eden. All you need to do is get a photo of a ghost and I'll pay you big bucks for it. Not bad, eh? If you're interested, let me know. Ha 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 ha. That's 2. I wonder if the coffee shop is hiring. Oh, that answers that question. Odd laundromat owner. What? You're looking for a part-time job in Eden? Not just that, but a nice, easy, well-paid job too? In that case, I have good news. I have the perfect job for you. For this job, you just need to wash some stuff pickled in formaldehyde. It couldn't be easier. Huh? What kind of stuff? What are you, stupid? Don't ask such questions. If you want to feel freaked out and disgusted, work in underground rooms and hospitals at night, and be terrified all the time, then be my guest. Okay, I've got the information. Let's go back to Ryota. Ryota, oh, you found one already? Where? Room laundering, stuff pickled in formaldehyde, taking photos of ghosts. That's all just urban legends though, it doesn't have anything to do with Eden. All the same, this ghost picture thing sounds good. Seems like a nice easy job, seems like getting paid for just one photo is easy money. Huh? Why do I want to earn money from a part-time job in the first place? It doesn't matter why, it's none of your business. I knew it. Sakura, none of your business? What isn't? Ah, Sakura? Ah, what do you mean, ah? Nothing, it's nothing. Ryota, are you by any chance talking about doing anything strange? Huh? The only strange thing lately has been you. You're always talking so carelessly. Well, there's no point in talking to you. Come on, Magoru, let's go. Take me to the client. Ryota, Magoru. Dot dot dot. Awkward. Occult magazine editor. I knew you'd come. Mwahahaha. Huh? How did I know? I tapped into my spiritual powers. Mwahahaha. I want you to look into a ghost, the white boy, who has been appearing and disappearing around Kowloon recently. This time I'd like you guys to take a photo of this white boy. If you take a good picture, I will pay you big money for it. Not bad, eh? Mwahahaha. Huh? You think it's strange that you can take a photo of a ghost in this digital space with a digital camera? Mwahaha. Well, I suppose if you think about it, the very appearance of a ghost in the digital space is in and of itself strange. Accept it, it's reality. Stop pretending you haven't seen them. Firstly, did you know that more than 70% of the people in this world have seen ghosts and blah 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 blah. It all started with the incident at Roswell. The government and the aliens are all connected, they're just covering it up. Blah 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 blah. Cattle mutilation, flying humanoids, and even animals falling from the sky, they're all part of the same conspiracy. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, there is no analog nor digital in the occult. Please get this rumored specter on camera. Well, what would you expect from the editor of an occult magazine? He obviously lacks any kind of common sense. The white boy, the specter of Kowloon. To tell the truth, I'm a bit scared to go now. It sounds pretty terrifying. Well, I suppose you might as well come along. Okay, let's go to Kowloon and take some ghost pictures. Well, I'm going to Kowloon level 1, because I'm not sure if I should go anywhere else. Let's see if we can find something to take a picture of. I'm just going to turn on high security so I can reduce the encounters. No tips so far, if I'm going the right way. Andrewomon, listen up. What nationality was the person who first brought coffee to Japan? I don't know, I'm gonna guess Dutch. I mean... You know what? Let me just go up and see. Like, it would be back there, and I just don't even know. Am I supposed to check all of Kowloon? There's like 4 levels to it. If there's any complaint that I have for the game, it's this. That these cases sometimes just feel like they're supposed to... The way that they're laid out, with very little direction. Like they're made in such a way so that you spend a lot of time just like looking. The last time I played, I thought for sure we were gonna make it through to chapter 7, and we were doing a lot. Well, I should say the last time I recorded, because I recorded for like an hour and a half, a little bit less than that. And I ended up splitting that into 2 episodes. So, episode 18 and 19 were from one big play session. And I thought for sure I'd get to chapter 7, but we did not. And I went ahead and I just looked up how many chapters there are in this game. And there are, I think, 18. So, I'm not exactly halfway, but I did look up playthroughs by YouTubers, and I found that by part 20, where we're at right now, other YouTubers are still like way behind in the story, so that makes me feel a little bit better. But I do also want to get on with the game and sort of see where the story leads and get to the real meat of the story. But don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to rush or anything. Ah, here we go. Ryota. In the end, it will actually be a good thing if this white boy appears. Anyway, let's hang around here for a while. Okay, I guess it's level 3 then. I hope by hanging around here he meant like exploring, because I don't want to just hang around in that lobby area. These guys are blocking the way again. Huh? You want to know if I've seen a ghost around here? I haven't seen anything like that. I've never had any spiritual powers. One time I saw my dead grandma standing by the side of my bed, but, well, I wonder, is there any such thing as spiritual power in Eden? Inspirational hacker. And these other guys don't talk. So, let's see, what do you girls have to say? Ghost-hating hacker. Yeah, right, this ghost, the supposed white boy rumors, right? Yeah, I heard about him. Ghosts do appear in Eden, but this is a hyper-realistic virtual world, so they can appear even here. But I'm not sure where they appear. At the very least, I don't think they're... That's a grammar issue. I don't think they appear around here. Whenever they appear, I run away as fast as I can. Well, I'll be. Dutch is correct. Total guess. Okay. Wow. I know I've done this one before, but I don't remember where exactly I should go. Cool hacker, huh? You're looking for a ghost? Ah, it's about that white boy I heard about recently, right? Yeah, I think anyone who gets all flustered by things like that is a real idiot. Okay, this is a digital world. The real world is a different story, but that doesn't mean that ghosts can appear here. You gotta think calmly about this. You won't be able to find them because there is no such thing. At the end of the day, I suppose there is no such thing as a ghost. We will never find a ghost like this, not even the faintest trace. What should we do, Maigru? Stage a picture. You know, if you do the room laundering, you'll find a ghost, probably. Oh, but that would mean the client would have to do that in that horrible room. It would take such a long time and it would be so awful. I'll pass. Oh, okay. Oh, let's go back to cleaning the pickled stuff then. Cleaning that stuff, you mean that stuff? Even for that money, and even though it doesn't take long, I wouldn't take that job. That's a little too... yeah, no thanks, I'll give it a pass. Okay, I guess we're not giving up. You mean you want to fake the picture? ... That's a good idea, actually. That stupid old man should be easy to trick. Right, if we do this, Maiguru, you should play the part of the ghost. Oh, but you're the only one who can. ... No, do it more like this. Do it more ghost-like. More like a ghost. Question mark? Remember, you've done things in life that you regret. There are people alive with whom you have unfinished business. That kind of thing. There you go. White ghost boy? Exclamation points. Hey, what are you doing? Quick, take a picture. Huh? What? Oh, there's nothing there. Huh? What? The white boy? Oh, hey, quick, take a picture. The camera. Get the camera, quick. What the? So let me get this straight. You couldn't get a photo of the white boy, so you decided to fake the picture? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Even so, this picture... An elementary school kid could have taken a better picture than this. In the end, we will have to reject this case. What? No way, Maiguru and me, we put everything we had into this one. It doesn't matter. Sit down. I'm going to show you how to take a picture of a ghost properly. Terror basically arises from the human imagination. Anything looks like a face from the right angle. This is how you can stimulate a person's imagination with a photograph. That is the key technique in ghost photography. So, you just need to invoke the uniquely human phenomenon of pareidolia. I hope I'm saying that right. For example, here, the perspective in this picture. ... Huh? What's wrong? Looks like this camera took a photo. Huh? Where? Look, behind Maiguru you can see a human figure, but it has no head. But... Ooh! This is a real ghost photo. Okay, let's go take this to the editor right away. Magaru, Kyoko, thank you both. 90% of ghost photos are fake. I never thought that this one would be part of the 10% that are real. Sakura, I think I am the one in the photo. Huh? You? I was worried about Ryota, so I followed him to Kowloon. I was trying to watch him from the shadows, but I must have slipped into the frame. I wonder, is there a connection between you and Ryota's actions? Actually, my birthday is coming up soon. I see, so that's why he needed the money. He needed money to buy me a present, so he was looking for a job where you could make a lot in a short space of time. He shouldn't have tried to buy me a present that he couldn't afford. So he was doing his best to find a part-time job to buy a present for a girl he was in love with. Ha young love. Hey, are you okay? You have a blank expression on your face. It's like your mind is somewhere else. He. By any chance, is there someone else you are in love with? Jimmy Ken. Alright, rank up. Became almost Cyber Sleuth. Okay. And I got a farm expansion plugin. Nice. Kyoko, so it was about a present for an unrequited love, eh? You know, our caseload has gotten a lot more colorful since you got here. Well, let's accept this one now. Nakano Underground, difficulty 3. This is a case from the government. The door in the Nakano Underpass has been unlocked. What waits on the other side? Kyoko, I'll explain all the details. The client this time is the local government that takes care of the utilities for Nakano. Basically, it's a bureaucratic agency. Oh? Why are you so shocked? Of course, we specialize in the supernatural and complex cyber crimes, so we usually have a very specific clientele. But we cooperated very well with Detective Matayoshi's police force, so they consider us to be a pretty good detective agency. So we've received a case from public agency, quite a rare event. This case was originally discussed by Detective Matayoshi with the government agency. It's a bit special, so Detective Matayoshi passed us down to the government agency like a sort of ace up his sleeve, and now it's our case. Got it? Good. The case is to unlock a gate in Nakano Underpass. It seems the gate is locked due to some electronic glitch and can't be opened. Question mark? Huh? What? You don't know about Nakano Underpass? It's a facility that houses the equipment used to provide Nakano's public utilities, such as power cables, water pipes, and so on. They are moving forward with a plan to improve the look of the city center above ground by housing the public utilities underground. Looks like the visible power cables and telephone poles are set to disappear in the not too distant future. Underneath Nakano there is a vast complex of tunnels, so there are of course many entrances. One of these entrances is the place where the gate we need to unlock is. It is a password-protective electronic lock, but it seems some time ago it locked for no reason, and no one has been able to open it since. They contacted the manufacturer, but they gave up. If needs be, they will destroy the gate, but obviously that would incur serious costs. While the costs were discussed, a weird groaning sound was heard coming from the other side of the gate. It seems something strange is going on. Oh? The manufacturer had a bad feeling about it and didn't want to open the gate, but the government suspected criminal activity and called Matayoshi. I see, so then the buck passed to the Kurami Detective Agency. Well, after all, we have the best people for the job, if you want to access a place that is off bounds to most. This is actually a good opportunity. I've been wanting to investigate the rumors surrounding Nakano's underground system for a while. The gate in question has an electronic lock, so naturally there's a cyberspace inside it. You're the only one who can break into the gate without destroying it. We've already received permission from the government to access the underpass. Alright then, shall we go and find out what the real situation with this underground gate is? Where is that groaning voice coming from? What kind of strange world lies beyond the gate? This is going to be so much fun! Huh? It's an underground gateway, so there will be just an underground tunnel behind it, right? Hehe. Have you ever heard of the stochastic process in quantum mechanics? I guess I should tell you about Schrodinger's cat. Until we open up the gate, we cannot know if we will find an underground tunnel or the void of space. Until you open that gate, the world is in a flux of overlapping possibilities, so just try to enjoy it. Let's go. The case is a simple matter of unlocking the gate, but what's behind the gate? Your job is to find that out. So, how do I get to the underground? Okay, Nakano Underpass. It's just a separate thing. Wow. Still no Chapter 7. I can't believe it. Kyoko, did you arrive at the underpass? The gate we need to unlock is inside. The control panel should be beside you. Do you see it? Connect jump into it and unlock the gate. The door won't open. Something's wrong with the electric lock on it. Question mark? What happened? What? Connect jump isn't working? That's strange. It's an electronic lock, so there should be some kind of network inside it. Perhaps it's just that you didn't activate the connect jump properly? Right, I think it's time I verified your ability to perform a connect jump. Raise your hand. Now concentrate. ... Now what? That's it. ... 30 minutes later. ... Just standing there for 30 minutes later. 1 hour later. ... Several hours later. Wow, that's determination. 100 years later. Okay, very funny. What were you doing just now? Whatever you're doing, it seems like it's not working. ... Oh, okay. Oh no, it looks like I can't verify it. Well, it seems that you can only connect jump if you feel disappointed. If I were to posit a theory as to how your connect jump works, your ability locates a digital wave, piggybacks on it to the target's location's digital space, and then enters it. It can be a network, a PC server, it doesn't matter what the target location is. If it has a digital space, then you should be able to access it. However, there seem to be certain limitations when interfering with the digital wave. In other words, when you can, and when you can't, you can't. What we've determined is that you connected before by chance, even if there are specific reasons why you were able to each time. Put simply, cause and effect are connected to the digital waves. Wait a second, how could you connect jump this time then? I don't have any proof to support my answer, but perhaps there were others like you who tried and failed to open the lock and were disappointed? Yes, disappointment is definitely key. I've rambled on long enough. Please get this lock opened as quickly as you can. Will do. So I know we're supposed to open a series of tunnels. I wonder if this digital space is going to be complicated. Okay, not too bad. There has to be more to this than that. Interesting, what's that over there? Ooh, hacking skill, copy and paste. Copies the target's color data and temporarily saves it by pasting on a colorless base. When correctly placed, the security will be dropped and you'll be able to continue. Movement to a different area will clear any copied data. Interesting. So this is a clear one. There's nothing here. I'm pretty sure that's the case at least. Piedmon, you're one of the younger humans, right? I bet you have one or two crushes. Really? Okay, we'll keep it a secret. Weirdo. So this is probably going to be just like a simple one. Ooh. Hey, who are you? Lopmon? It's like Dark Terriermon, that's funny. And I haven't sold medals in a while, I should probably find that guy again. So, here's yellow. Copy. I think I can only have one at a time. At least that's what I think. Did it happen? I'm assuming it happened. Yep, I've got a little yellow. It's like The Sims over here. Now let's paste. The door should be unlocked now. Let's head back and check. Alright, gonna make me do it. Alright, let's try it. Yep, let's go to Nakano Underpass. Wow. It's like in between the digital space and the real world. Oh! Kyoko, it seems you've managed to unlock the gate, so thanks for that. It must have been easy for you, given your skill. What? There's a bit of a labyrinth in the underground tunnel? What do you mean by a bit? Is there any sign of a Digimon or an eater in there? I mean, there might be one. I see. It is strange to see just a small section of labyrinth. Hehe. I know I said we couldn't know what we would find, but I wasn't expecting that. I believe we have witnessed a special digital wave occurrence. It's as if it's some kind of current. I see. This is definitely a ley line. Question mark? Have you ever heard of ley lines before? There are many in Tokyo. They are also called dragon chains. Dragon signifies the undulating landscape, the hills and mountains. The dragon chain is what we call the flow of the land spirit. It is well known that Susei Tenkai, advisor to Ieyasu Tokugawa, turned Edo into a great feng shui city. It is said that he built a waterway and path to lead the chi from Mount Fuji in Tokyo Bay to Edo Castle. Of particular note in this instance are Kaneiji and Asakusa Shrine to the northeast and Zojoji and Hiei Shrine to the southwest, all big religious institutions. In feng shui, those directions are thought to draw negative energy their way. The shrines hold big festivals to purge and expel that energy. And if you look at the lines that connect Buddhist temples and Kaneiji and Zojoji and Shinto shrines, Asakusa and Hiei, you'll find they cross right inside old Edo Castle, home to today's Tokyo Imperial Palace. It's really quite fascinating to see, hee. Nowadays, the waterways have been swapped out for rail lines and radio towers dot the northeast and southwest. You could say we've finished what Tenkai started. Viewed from the eyes of the current society, those rail lines and radio towers are artificial ley lines that supplement the old roads and waterways. Naturally, where you're standing underground constitutes another ley line running through Tokyo too. Not just any ley line either. The one that's believed to emanate from Mount Fuji is supposed to run right through there. The man-made tunnel layered on top of it allows the digital waves to keep flowing in perpetuity. It's really a peculiar thing going on down there. That's what's producing this quasi-labyrinth you're seeing before you. Knowing that, those weird voices that people are supposedly hearing probably belong to Digimon that are appearing as a result. I could go on for a while yet about this subject, but you at least somewhat get what I'm saying, right? Aha, I'll take that to mean you understood it well enough then. At this point, your work is essentially done, but we can't exactly just ignore this newfound discovery of yours either. Why don't you go a little further in and check things out for me? Fine. Left or right? Let's go right. I can't even pull up the map. Okay, looks like a dead end. The tunnel just keeps on going, you say? If it stays on course like that, you're going to end up in Roppongi, which could mean, You know, this reminds me of something else I've heard about before. As I mentioned before, Tokyo's ley lines stem from Mount Fuji, which is of course not at all a coincidence given that it's a sacred place, and that energy takes old highways like the Koshu Kaido and the Tokaido to get to Tokyo from Mount Fuji. That energy joins up with underground waterways going along the highways that carry Mount Fuji's snowmelt to Tokyo, flowing into the city together. One theory holds that the first place where that water appears above ground after reaching Tokyo happens to be where else but Nakano. Put simply, all the ley lines that flow throughout Tokyo could well be coming out of our own stomping grounds, believe it or not. Wouldn't that be amazing to think about if it turned out to be true? Wow. Stop right there, don't go any farther. Question mark? You're standing at the border of the municipality. Go any farther and you'll be in central government territory. That's a hive we'd best not poke. Oh? Color me intrigued though, that's a hell of a thing to stumble into just walking around inside that tunnel. We aren't prepared just yet to pick that sort of fight, there's still too much we don't know. This little tangent of ours has gone on long enough, I think. Head back the way you came and regroup at the office. Alright, we're back. Though it's not as strong as we're used to, that tunnel is causing a digital shift. We should probably keep it locked up like before after all. I have no idea how I'm going to explain all of this to our client. No matter how you spin it, it'll probably all be a lot to take in. I wouldn't be surprised if we come away looking even sketchier than we already do. Let's just let Detective Matayoshi deal with it. Some jobs are just best left to others. You're curious what exactly was actually beyond where you stopped? That makes two of us, believe me. Actually, while you were on your way back, I decided to look into it a little bit. Apparently, what you found was a Kamishito research lab of all things. Exclamation points. Oh, don't be so dense. I told you, that area is under the jurisdiction of the central government. That's not the sort of place you wander into for fun. If nothing else, it indicates that Kamishito and the government have a tighter relationship than what we previously suspected. Going after Kamishito could well mean that we'd also be ruffling the government's feathers. Exclamation point. That's why we can't be hasty right now. We'll do what we can to prepare and cross that bridge when we come to it. This is just a guess on my end, but I imagine it was Kamishito that changed the password on that door and rendered it impossible to get open. They probably weren't counting on us being able to actually break in and snoop around. Knowing that, it could well serve as our ace in the hole later when the time does come to confront them, hopefully unawares. But again, let's not worry about hashing out the details until we have to, and just be grateful we have that up our sleeve if need be. On that note, I realize this case is technically closed, but what do you say about heading over to Roppongi for me one more time? Question mark? I don't mean on official business, rather I'm keen on doing a little independent intelligence gathering for our own internal use. Surely you're interested in knowing why Kamishito has built a research lab underneath the Metropolitan Office too, right? So how about you just walk on through the front door there and see what you can find. Sound good? Okay. I guess we're not done yet then. I'm kinda confused. So go to Kamishito Enterprises then? Tokyo Metropolitan Office. Earnest civil servant. Oh, are you here for a tour of the lobby? Please come on inside. Question mark. You must be confused. Let me explain. Construction on this Metropolitan Office isn't entirely complete as of yet. Well, it was at one point, that is, until a major firm came in and it was decided the upper floors merited additional construction. As such, while that's going on, the lobby here remains free and open to the public to visit. Well, that works. Kyoko, did you make it inside the Metropolitan Office? Alright, I get you. So they're alright with you hanging around the lobby. Well, that makes our work a little easier then. Go on in. All you need at this point is a terminal somewhere so you can infiltrate their systems. Piece of cake at this stage, I'd say. So once you find a terminal, just slip on in and work your magic like always. Wish I was there to see it myself. Seems like quite the sight. It reminds me of the Tower of Babel in a way. Huh. Guess I'm starting to ramble again though. Don't worry about me. Feel free to get back to work now. Very cool. Old man on break. A new city hall in Roppongi? Wouldn't have expected that in my wildest dreams. Seems like anything can happen with Kamishito backing it. Not that I should expect any less from a company like that. Gentle security guard. It is not complete yet, but in the meantime, all are invited to take advantage of the forums. Innocent girl. Yay, yay, it's so big. What's all this space for? Sharp-tongued woman. Are they ever going to finish that office? Must be those tax parasites again. Alright, here's the terminal. There's a small digital shift happening here. Is something wrong out there? Oh, you found a terminal that's digital shifting a little? Huh. If this shift is weak while still prominent enough for you to notice it, it could be a sign this place will turn into a labyrinth later on. Well, for now, try connect jumping into it. We have no idea what could be inside there, so stay on your feet, alright? Okay. Whoa, an eater. But this looks like it continues after. Yep, I do have to fight it. So you found an eater inside there after all. But you couldn't find any other evidence of note? Hehe, you're not seeing the forest for the trees here, my guru. The fact that there was an eater inside the terminal at all is big evidence in and of itself. Regardless, let's call it a day here. Get on back to the office now. Oh, okay. Actually, I could have walked past that eater and continued looking. I just assumed that maybe there were going to be multiple eaters further down into that dungeon or whatever. Oh well. Kyoko, that was probably hard work going all over the place today, but thanks to you I think I'm starting to piece it all together now. While you were out and about, I decided to measure the digital waves coming out of that building, and I found out that the Metropolitan Office itself is one big digital wave force field. Oh! From what I can tell, energy is flowing straight into the Metropolitan Office via the ley lines inside Nakano Underpass. So that underground lab Kamishiro has beneath the building is probably controlling the energy flow. You remember what I said about ley lines when you were inside that tunnel, don't you? Kind of. There are two things at play here, the natural energy flow from the Earth along the ley lines and digital waves emanating from a sea of electrons. If you can make a massive structure like the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Office a hub for those things, then you can manipulate their flow. Why do they need to do it that way? Well, for one, digital waves might be invisible to the naked eye, but they have mass and therefore require a vessel. And the bigger the vessel is that contains those waves, the more energy you can build up. It probably also explains the new construction going on, as more space would mean that much more energy Kamishiro could stockpile. That extra energy would then go on to impact the office beyond the facility, hence the digital shift you ran into in the lobby. And with any good digital shift comes an eater, of course. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if that place goes labyrinthine eventually. Exclamation point. But we don't have to be concerned about that threat anymore now that you've cleaned up the joint. On the other hand, it's worrying in its own way that things resolved so cleanly this time. The fact that digital waves can be concentrated in such small quantities as to attract individual eaters and produce a micro-labyrinth is scary. If you hadn't been there, it might well not have been caught until much later. The whole thing doesn't sit well with me at all. This case has taught us that there's technology that can mostly suppress large amounts of digital waves as they're built up and placed wherever. The deliberate and calculated nature of it all indicates that somebody's got big plans in the works, suffice it to say. This of course calls for more investigating. We need to figure out how long this has all been going on and just what exactly it's for. Let's keep our eyes peeled as we move forward, Mageru. We're onto something here, I know it. Cressamon, what kind of music do you usually listen to? Would you bring a sample next time? Will do, I'd love to sing together with you sometime. Fun. Alright. Ooh, a farm development kit. That seems like it'd be really good. Kyoko, your drive is really admirable. Keep it up. One way or another, we'll definitely deal with Kamishiro when the time is right. Oh, okay. Nothing else? There's a lot of action over at Shibuya Records in Shibuya. You've been there, right? Is that where I should go? Tell me what to do, Kyoko. I have no purpose. Anyway, if she's not going to tell me what to do, I'm going to go to the digital lab and see what this farm expansion is all about. Alright, I can add an island. But first, farm island level 1. There's the farm expansion. Now it's rank 4. I don't know what that means. I'm not sure. Oh, I think it means I can set down more things. Yep, I can set down more of these farm goods. Great. So let's add islands now. Oh man, this is great. Wow. Okay, so this starts over at rank 1 then. So that means I can only add one thing. One farm good. But I can start placing Digimon in here. This is great. So I think that's the last thing I'll do. That is to, well, Digi-convert. I've had all these guys here just sitting here. I should probably convert them. Not all of them will be new, but it'll be nice to have, like, fresh Digimon. The potential to raise different stats to try to get different Digivolutions. I mean, as long as I have space for them in the Digibank, I might as well. And even if I run out of space, I can always send them to the second farm. So let's go to Move Digimon. Now there's Farm Island 1. Farm Island 2 is empty. Maybe we can move Toy Agumon. Let's do Yokomon. Let's do Pabumon. One of these Wanyamons. Tsunamon. Koromon. Wormon. Narumon. Bukamon. I think I have space for one more. Oh, Botamon. And I think I have space on Farm Island 1 since my party size grew, so there you go. Now we're at 10 out of 10. Great. This is awesome. Well, I'm gonna cut it here. Needless to say, next time you guys tune in for another episode, there will be a lot more Digivolutions happening. So I will see you guys then. Stay well and be safe.